Two excited dogs are 200 meters apart and they want to give each other a hug. So they're both running towards each other at a speed of 5 meters per second. Now, in between the two dogs, there is a fly. And this fly is just going to go back and forth between the nose of one dog to the nose of another. And it's going to keep flying in this manner at a speed of 8 meters per second until the dogs collide. And this fly is going to get crushed. But we want to find out the distance that the fly traveled before it got crushed. Now we're given the rate at which the fly is flying, 8 meters per second. So if we can find out the amount of time that the fly flew for, then we can get the total distance, because the total distance will just be the rate at which the fly is flying times the amount of time it spends flying. So is there a way to find out what this time is? Now we're not told directly what the time is, but we can find that by using the other information given in the problem. We need to use these two dogs, because the amount of time that the fly spends flying is the same amount of time that the dogs spend running. Now, since we're given a distance of 200 meters that the dogs need to cover, and we're also given some speeds, maybe we can find the time. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to find out the amount of time that the dogs spend running. Now remember that time is equal to the distance divided by the rate. So the distance that the dogs need to cover is 200 meters. So all we need to do now is find the rate. Now notice, because this dog is running at 5 meters per second, and this dog is running at 5 meters per second, then the distance between these two dogs is decreasing at a rate of 10 meters per second. If you struggle to see this, let's break it down step by step. Let's consider what happens after 1 second. After 1 second, this dog has traveled 5 meters because it goes at 5 meters per second, and this dog has gone 5 meters. So we have 5 meters on the left side, 5 meters on the right side. Now there's only 190 meters left to run. Now what about 2 seconds? After 2 seconds, this dog has gone 10 meters, this dog has gone 10 meters. So that's a total of 20 meters covered, which leaves 180 meters left from the initial 200 meters. So you can see we're going 200 meters, 190 meters, 180 meters, and it's just decreasing at a rate of 10 meters per second. So the distance is decreasing at a rate of 5 meters per second plus 5 meters per second. Which is 10 meters per second which means that the total amount of time that the dogs spend running is actually 20 seconds. Now, how does this information actually help us? Well, remember, the amount of time that the dogs spend running is the same amount of time that the fly spends flying between them. So the distance that the fly covers is equal to the rate at which it flies times the amount of time that it flies for. So if it goes at 8 meters per second for 20 seconds, that means the fly covers a distance of 160 meters. So unless this fly was intentionally trying to hurt itself, then next time, instead of doing all of this back and forth nonsense, maybe it should just go up instead.